Yo, what's good, guys? I'm going to show you the best way to take the oil rig loot with very minimal resources. Alright, guys, so we are all aware that the oil rig down here at the bottom right of the map has some insane loot resources. I've taken it a few times, I've beaten it a few times. It's a really good way to get oil if you don't feel like waiting for these machines to work all day. It's a really good way to get high tier guns, a ton of gear, a ton of coins, pretty much the top tier gear in the entire game can be gotten at the oil rig. It's like insanely good. Like it's probably the best place. Even beating like Plasma, Ryu and everything gives you some pretty good stuff, but the oil rig is by far the easiest way to get this insane amount of loot. We all already know that though, but if you do not know, there is 3 different areas where you can get the high tier loot, and it is in that weird looking like yellow blue chest, and that is right here. These are all the 3 different treasure locations, and one of them is directly right when you get on top of the oil. So the thing is, you don't actually need to go through and kill every single guard and take all of their stuff and go get to the final chest. You can just skip through it and pretty much get that chest, and you're almost doing everything. So first, we're going to go teleport to the Marsh Islands, which are right next to the oil rig, and then I'm going to show you guys a really cool glitch on how to get over there. So we want to go up here on the hill. A lot of people actually tell me in the comments and stuff that this isn't a glitch. I made a YouTube short on it, and people were saying it was just like mechanic like exportation or something, so pretty much the same thing as a glitch. I just call it a glitch because it is easier, but of course I am talking about the grappling gun and the glider kind of like super speed glitch where you can go as fast as a jet gun without even needing the jet gun. Like, we're going to attempt to not use the jet gun this entire time, just so if you're like a low level, if you just started the game, if you don't have these kind of materials, you can still try and grab this super high tier loot with almost like little to no cheating, little to no materials, little to no pals. So you're going to want this guy, you're going to want the Hanyu, and you're going to want its partner skill, which when in team can be summoned and used instead of a glider. So you can see it looks like this. Pretty much everyone has this pal. You can get this pal super early on. And then I also brought along 2 little van worms that we can use to fly, because that's a super low tier item too. And then we brought along 1 extra pal as kind of like a tank slash distraction kind of pal. That can be any pal. I brought a pretty high level one because he has 6,000 health, which is quite a lot, so I'm going to bring him. But of course you guys can bring anyone. That one like mammoth kind of green pal, I forgot what he's called, but he might be a good one to use as a tank kind of distraction guy. But the oil rig is here. We are going to go and check the 3 treasure spots right now super duper easily without dying, and you can pretty much do this at any level. Now hopefully we get it in one of the first 2 treasure spots, so we don't actually have to check all 3, but it's the same basic premise. So pretty much, if you guys have never seen this glitch, I'm sure a lot of you have, you just want to jump, and then you want to jump again at the last second right before you hit the ground. And you can like redeploy your glider like this, since it kind of puts you up. You want to get near the bottom so you don't get hit by the lasers. As you guys know, there's huge lasers here, and they only hit you if you are above their airspace. So you can actually just sneak in, and the first location obviously is this little tent over here. So we're just going to keep redeploying our glider, kind of not getting seen by these guards. Not that it matters, because obviously they know we're here, but we want to make sure we can go and grab the chest before they see us. The edges of this are kind of glitched, so you might have to do what I'm doing. I'm just going to throw my distraction right in the middle right there, so everybody is looking at it. And oh, look at that, we found the first chest super duper easily. So while everyone is shooting at my distraction pal over there, he is getting destroyed. We are just going to go ahead and grab this loot, and even though we're taking some bullets every once in a while, we can just grab that and get out. It is that easy. Just use the glider glitch again and we are gone. Now obviously you don't have to leave if you want to try and get the other little chest. I have the thing on that, like my keep inventory on, but I know a lot of you guys don't play with keep inventory on, so if you don't want to lose your stuff, you can just dip out right there. Look at everything we got. Gee, 60 crude oil. We got some of these flowers, 20 missile launchers. Like, we got a ton of good stuff in a super short amount of time. Like, you guys saw that took 30 seconds. However, we were kind of lucky because we got it on the first chest location. I'm going to try and get a second chest location. We're going to do the same exact thing, and of course we have a van worm that we brought along too, just to fly through these lower parts, but pretty much if you just stick to the lower areas all the way on the edge of the map, these people won't shoot you, and if they do shoot you, only a few of the bullets will connect, so you can fly straight through the bottom. And now that we know where the chests are throughout the entire oil rig, we can pretty much go. I don't have a distraction pal anymore since my distraction pal took an L and died, but they give us plenty of time, so I'll probably just sacrifice one of these van worms or something to be able to go and grab them. This is going to be a little bit harder because this chest over here definitely has more people over there, but remember guys, these refill every single day, so if it's not in the chest location you want, you can just go check back the next day and either it will change or you can just keep attempting to get the same exact one. So they're going to shoot at us. We are just going to sprint right past this with the glider glitch and the grappling gun. It shouldn't be too hard. Now, I don't know where the second door is. I haven't got this chest in a while. Okay, I think it's right here. Yeah, it is inside that area. Jeez, okay, we're getting shot through the entire map. We're just going to hide a little bit in the air right under this staircase. We're going to regen our shield, and then we're going to go straight back in. So if you just stick to the edges of the oil rig the entire time, use your glider, use your grappling gun, use your distraction pals, it's actually really easy to go and grab the loot without even killing any of these guys. Now, if you do have level 55 gear and a ton of stuff like I currently have, it might be better for you to actually kill them because they drop like oil, they drop crude oil, they drop some other really good kind of guns and everything. So I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world to actually try and kill them. And I'm about to die right now looking for this second chest. Maybe I should have tried to find it before I started the video, but I have actually no idea where this second chest is. I got it before too, but the oil rig, just everything looks the same, so you get a little lost. I don't have the map pulled up on screen. I was just going to edit it in later because I thought I knew where they were, but apparently I do not. However, the premise is pretty much just the same. You can just go up there and steal it real quick, throw out a distraction pal, move around using your grappling gun, and you should be fine. Even though I have a ton of health right now, my shield is going to regen, and there are pockets of like this in the oil rig all over the bottom where you can just sit and these people won't shoot you, they won't aggro you, they won't even know what's going on. Okay, there we go. There is the second location right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a distraction pal right over there, and I accidentally threw it into him, but it should be fine. Now remember, we're just going to use the glider glitch. Usually it spawns right here. This one is definitely a harder spot because of everyone in here. You can see I didn't even survive very long. But if you bring a stronger distraction pal like my first one, you can probably get that one too. However, it's probably better just to check and see if it is in the first location, because the first location you can definitely easily get that chest with no hard work at all. Now, this is the pal I was talking about earlier that would be good as a distraction pal. Let's slaughter him real quick, but pretty much guys, that is just the easiest way to get over there. Check if it is in the first location and grab it. It is super duper easy. Now again, it respawns every day, every in-game day, not real life day. So probably about every 30 minutes around there. However, we don't feel like waiting that long. So I'm just going to zoom past there. And while I'm zooming, I'm going to pull up the map on my phone real quick. All right, it says the second treasure is right in the middle, right about here. So we're going to try and get to that location without dying. Now obviously we want to be a little bit lower. I've actually never seen the chest be in this middle second location right here, but obviously it could be. I just never got it there. I've done the oil rig only like 2 or 3 times, but so far we've gotten that chest in the third chest area, which is definitely the hardest, where I just died at. However, we are just going to pull up right up here. You can also shoot these red things, and any guards even remotely near them will instantly get blown up and die, and then they'll do no damage to you. So if you guys are near this red thing and you need to start doing that, you can easily just shoot the red barrel kind of thing full of gasoline, and it will explode and kill all of them. Now I believe the chest location is somewhere around here. I don't know if this is like a room you can get into. It doesn't look like it. Okay, I see it now. Let's try and drop down on it. This would have been so much easier in the old update where you can just glitch through the walls, but you can see inside the room just like this. This one is definitely going to be a little bit harder to get also. But the first location, that one is super duper easy right over there in that tent. You guys can see I took almost no damage the entire time getting the chest, and I was even able to get away. However, I assume the second chest spawns like right here or something, so you can probably just grab that, maybe like through the wall too. I want to test like these through the wall glitches and everything. Unfortunately, they patched a lot of them. Can I get through that wall? Oh my goodness, I really wanted to get through that wall. But either way, if the chest was in there, this one is definitely like a little bit harder than the first one, but I don't think as hard as the last one. So I'm just going to throw my distraction pal, and we'll see how long we can live. Yeah, I don't think that one's even possible to get with this big guard outside. If you can kill him, maybe. But that first one that we showed, you can get that one even as like a fresh spawn. I'm just trying to highlight which chest you can get as like with pretty much nothing. If you are a little bit of a higher level, you can just get jet gun and fly across and pretty much kill one person or shoot the red barrels or anything along those lines, and you should be able to easily get the other two chests. But if you're a newbie, I'd recommend sticking to this first chest right here, checking if it's there, and if it is there, you can easily get it. So flying across with jet gun, if you have him very high up, that'll make it super duper easy to avoid all of the lasers, and then you can just swoop in and get whichever chest you want if it is any of these other two. I did a review of all the different weapons, and that's my Discord going off, my bad, but either way, I did the review of all the different weapons, and all of them are really good for oil rig, especially the Gatling gun over here. That's my Discord again, my bad, my bad, my bad, boys. Ignore that. However, I mean, we went over everything. I showed you guys a nice useful glitch to use. If you're a lower level player, you can get in and get that chest, or if you're a higher level player, you can go in and get the other second glitch, the second chest, pretty easily too. Although these take a little bit more work, you definitely need more health and better pals for these two. But if you're a fresh spawn, you might as well glitch your way over or mechanically abuse your way over to that chest right over there and see if it is there, because if it is there, it's free loot for you guys. Anyways, let me know what the fastest time you guys have completed oil rig is, because I've seen a lot of speed runs on there. Personally, my best is like 5 minutes, I think, which isn't insane, but still pretty good. And I'm going to dip out, guys. Make sure you sub if you want more Palworld videos. I upload glitches, tips, all kinds of stuff every single day. Today, a little bit disappointing with these two chests, as you do need to have some kind of loot. But if you just stick to the lower level just like this and fly around with this Hanyu, super useful glider, you should be able to get them. And the first chest is insanely easy to get. I got that within like 30 seconds of the video, and you can get that with having absolutely nothing.